Hello and welcome traders at this Bitcoin educational video. So after some time I'm returning to video production and content, creation, so you can all learn and to be better with technical analysis and the tools we are using. It's very important, I optimize my time structure. I will be taking probably 10% less trading because trading takes most of my time. So I will take a bit less, I will give a bit less time to trading, so I can actually be very consistent with the video production on YouTube. It's important, because the group is now number 2 for me, for my time, and we really need to do that. So the plan for today's video is to go over. We will go over reasoning why I'm long here, and not only me but the group as well. We are prepared to be long from this place. Also why I'm short from here. I will be showing you reasoning context behind, and then we will have a look on medium to high time frame on Bitcoin, what we can expect from here, from multiple views. I'll be showing you tools here and there, what we are using, what is important at the current environment. Also, the second thing I will be talking about is the psychology of the market, because it definitely changed when we broke a higher time frame market structure. I'll be showing you one post. And then we will have a look on areas which I plan to trade to the downside and to the upside. So because the planning is 80% of your, if you are day trader, swing trader, the planning is definitely 80% of time, then 10% is execution, and the 10% is taking care of trade. So yes, it's very important, and I will show you the plans. Okay, so let's start. First, let's start with the current position we are in. I just want to remind you, as we were dropping, you see all these wicks here. These were perfectly fine trades for scalps. We were taking them with the group. And if you want to see more like live trading and reasoning behind every single trade, even if it's scalp and like that, you can join the group and you will find out. But before I was going to sleep, I was saying I'm setting alerts below the current lows, and if there will be, I expect one more dab lower, because we had unfinished liquidity still there, so it would be nice if we get there. But I was already positioned from here. I woke up on the alert. Let me turn on this. I just want to say a bit of reasoning why we were expecting at least move to the downside. So you see, we were in this range for a pretty long time, from 14 to 16th of June. This was like Friday and weekend. We were ranging here. The most volume was also here, so it was logical. You see from this point here, the volume was already collecting here. This was like deviation here. And then we started to go to the downside, especially like on the Monday open, we went straight to the downside. There was a bit of chop here, and you see what was holding us. It was the previous week val here. I said in the group, if we lose this previous week val here, you see it was like last defense here. If we lose that, we can actually open road a lot further to the downside. You see, this template is very, very important for me. So not only I'm watching day trade template for like core 30-minute TPO template we have on Exocharts for our day trades views, but this is also like for the weekly overviews. And you see clearly, like when you lost this, you lost the previous week range and you started rotating and filling inefficiencies on weekly basis as well to the downside, right? And we also had these scalps here because, of course, this is super inefficient area. You have no volume here. This is low volume node. This is the single print CME gap. Moving here was very logical if you don't do swing failure pattern. That's what I warned the group. If we don't do swing failure pattern, I expect move to the downside to fill the first batch of inefficiencies. Market wants to be efficient. 90% of time we feel most of the inefficiencies. So market fill those inefficiencies. Those 3 trades you can check in the group how we were trading them. But in the end, what is also market about on fundamental basis? It's always about liquidity. You see, these moves here ended, and we took the medium liquidity node, which you can see on hyblock or in other tool trading. This one is called Trading Difference, so that tool as well. But there was still major liquidity node here, which was unfinished, and we just, we took all of it. You stopped most people. Even the less aggressive leverage people were stopped out and liquidated here, and now you are starting to bounce. The thing is, if you don't stop here, and you see more pressure, then market is telling you one simple thing. It's not aiming for liquidity, so the big traders can fill positions. It's aiming much lower, and there could be more genuine selling pressure, and you will go for the more local fills. But what were order books showing us? What were order books showing us? Let me go back. Yesterday there was a really interesting activity. If you are trading with the Tradinglite, you saw there was a lot of massive walls here. They were spoofing to the downside, because when we approached the wall, yes, the wall got cancelled. Yet same again here. There was massive spoofing, but to the downside, the walls were getting filled. Yes, so this was showing me these are plays. Sometimes we can see that very clearly. Sometimes it's harder to see, but this was so obvious to see. There was some heavy spoofing, so they scared people. They created them false security, so they can short. But I think the primary reason was to fill bigger longs, and you see we've got filled a lot of longs in this area actually. So in the future, when you go below this low, you will stop out some of these passive buyers here. So be aware of that. And you see the order books also changed the character. Look how many big walls, passive limits where we had behind, below even further. Yeah, look how many you can see here. It was 7,800. This is important point. Like, you have some trading groups who are teaching you to trade just one level and so on. No, you can't do that. You need order books, you need liquidity, so you fully understand the market and you don't hesitate. You can't just blindly trade some level, yeah, some horizontal level. It's just not enough. Yes. So this was also giving us bias. So big traders, this was like brute force. You see how many. So we saw like over 7,500 just on Binance futures itself. The spot market yesterday was also like there were some orders here, but it was not so packed as on the futures. But futures and spot they cooperate together at least on this basis. You see spot was also like order books change character to positive, and for that we of course use the TRDR here. Which are showing us exactly if we have a juicy order books ratio or not. You see we have the strongest yellow bands here based on our settings we did on the template. What is it showing me? It's showing me three things. On the short from higher, it's definitely time to take some profits off from the table. The second thing, I'm looking for day trades or scalp entries from here, because the range in it's much higher, like it's higher likely we will get range at least, or we get bounce, which happened. So this is the thing, and yeah, that's what played out. And also, let's go here. So the major liquidity was taken out as well. So you stopped out people, you filled position, and you definitely saw there was even more liquidity behind, but there was not enough. You need really big volume to break these people. But if you look at open interest, this is also like another part of your clue and trading. If you zoom out, here, you already like this move down here. This was very, very exhaustive move already down, and all these people, we had like a lot of longs and shorts here. Look at this massive, we always pay attention. This is why I'm watching this template. We pay attention when open interest decreases on very small space, because once you break, doesn't matter if it's upside to the downside. Of course, you watch composition of these people, but if you break to the upside or downside, I told the group there will be volatile move based on this positioning in the market. So that's what happened. We stopped up many people, but we already like did massive exhaustive move based on volume and so on. So there was one more jab here to stop our people, which I was expecting. Liquidity was taken, plus you had symmetry target also, because markets are about symmetry as well. It is secondary tier confluence, is like not main one, but symmetry. Yeah, this is pretty important. So let's go to balance zones. I even made the targets pretty easy to see. So yes, the balance zone understanding is also important, because if you don't have access to liquidity tools, the balance zones are also showing you potential the liquidity like thresholds as well. So this was when we finally started ranging. Yes, the most volume started to build here. And once you broke out, there was no swing failure pattern here. You had first targets 0.25 ignored, and then the another strong thresholds and multipliers are 1.5 and 2. And you see we stopped here. So market did symmetry to the upside, and 1.5 was enough for it. So if you start losing this, if you start losing this range here, we were trying to hold it. Now we lost the range. What is our first target? Of course, our first targets to the downside is the symmetry target of 0.5. Yes, and that's what happened. And you are taking profit on the short here, which I will show you why I entered there as well, why I'm actually entering all this range, building some nice shorts. You can play both sides. That's perfectly fine. You need 2 accounts and you can enjoy both longs and shorts. Market is very, very volatile and you can enjoy this. So you see there was nice symmetry target here. And we continue to watch these symmetry targets to the upside, 1-to-1 extensions. Yes. So that's why I'm not deleting this. So also symmetry target was hit. You can also see the liquidity over here. Yes, we were trading this liquidity yesterday, and yeah, again, we build enough. There was even more if you do a bit lower wick, but there was swing failure pattern confirmed. The range was pretty like established here, so you are definitely trading that swing failure pattern. Also in this video, no financial advice, just education and entertainment. So yes, very, very beautiful. Move to the upside, and to the upside we are also reaching targets. Market is pushing heavily. Why is pushing heavily? 2 important facts which are accelerating move to the upside. Yes, I need to turn off. So we market structures local. Yes, we are. Look at these beauties. These are precise money makers, you know. We lost this market structure. Now we went to the naked market structure. It was this high here, this small retest here, and beautiful bounce. You reclaim this key market structure, so you are moving back to the range. So you see something from the market structure perspective in the between. No, there is nothing. This is gonna be our next resistance. If you don't stop here, you go up there. Pretty logical. So we are moving up, but more important on the move up and why it become day trade for me. Of course, you change these markets like this high, and we'd move here. Yes, you did change the character. You are waiting for the pullback to go long, or you are already positioned in the long and enjoying to the upside, because yeah, you are just waiting if you place the higher low or not. But we were in the positions already. I would be adding on the pullback. I said in the group, but didn't happen. Market very strong. Now what is accelerating move to the upside is acceptance back to the previous week. Well, imagine market is sometimes is giving you red lights and green lights. So accepting back to this market structure, the local one is giving you green light. We can continue higher. Then we have another green light of accepting into the previous week. Well, why? Because we still haven't finished before we were there. We haven't finished the previous week range rotation to the upside. Only now it happened, and we had the scalp short already with the group on this. Yes. So green light here, and you are accepting not only to the previous week range, but you are also accepting back to the this is for how long? So 11 of April. Yes. Yeah, we can say also this is similar to previous week range, but the val is over here, the volume one. Yeah. Not the TPO one. So you are getting acceptance, and now you are pretty patient because you haven't stopped at the high volume nodes and point of control. There was no quick rejection to the downside and rotate to the val. So you are waiting. Auction market fear is saying you are waiting for more targets to be hit, which was our naked previous week VAG. That target was hit. It gave us a scalp short here, and the VAG of that range, they are at a similar place. You also reclaim the VWAPs, right? So you are at this point you reclaim downtrend anchor VWAP, so it's showing you more strength to come. You've got a lot of green lights. The market is pushing. So yes, very nice. I just want to now I want to talk a bit about the shorts from here. 31,000 each run number is perfectly tradable on Bitcoin. On the order books we had some nice resistances piling up here, and you know, if you turn on my swing trade folder, which I speak about sometime. So far, each of the key levels here gave you very nice, you know, day trade at least, yes. So you see, I'm trying to build swing trade, but you know, swing trades are always starting as a day trades. Swing trade through swing trade. How would I get swing trade from here? You know, you would need to break out this low here and not stay in this range. So break this low, for example. So you do a large market structure change of character, yeah. Yeah. So you would take out this. Then you go to the secondary high into the resistance, and you will be looking to add to your swing trade to build new day trade short. Yeah, that's what we want to see. But it never happened yet. So all my shorts, even from the swing trade zone, are day trades at the moment. They are not taking so much time as a normal swing trade would, like weeks. Yeah, market is still very strong. It is no surprise, yeah, we broke out of the 9-month range for the Bitcoin. So is it surprising? No, Bitcoin is outperforming most assets in the world. It's just, this is Bitcoin, right? So you see we're building shorts from here, and you see what happened here at the, you know, this was very key market structure. Like 2 of them are super key. You see even today it held us also. So not only on local level, you had beautiful entry, but also the medium time frame market structure, which is much older and matured, also was holding you here. Yeah. So very beautiful. And on the top of 31k, you know, we had the I was showing you balance zone. So we had symmetry target here, but you can trade just out of the symmetry. This was the VWAG of the zero, you know, of the May to 13 June. Let me show you that. Because if you are a trader, auction market theory is number 1 to learn, because every single time, you know, Bitcoin 60 to 80% of time Bitcoin is ranging and is respecting levels from the previous range. This one, yeah. It's the pool of the, let me show you here. Yes, it's the full range we were trading a year back in May to June. So this is another target, because you got accepted back to that range. Yes, first we've got many rejections, so it was showing you the market is paying attention to that range and wants to trade it. So we've got multiple shorts here, we've got acceptance now and then the full range rotation was completed here. You are trading within the range, you got accepted, so that's your main focus. So that was my day trade short. And with the move here, I took, like, there was I got take profit 1 as we went back to the range here, and take profit 2 was hit as well. So I've got like just 30% left on the position on that day trade short, which wanted to be swing, but so far, you know, Bitcoin is very strong. And if we take out, because we have another plan what to do, maybe I can speak about it now. So let's go here. We will turn on 1 hour time frame. So the day trade short is positioned from here. It had 2 take profits, and it's waiting if there will be chance to add to it, or it will get stopped out, and this long here will take over and we'll enjoy another impulsive move to the upside, or we do swing value pattern and I re-enter more as a scalper. Then it become day trade. You have multiple options what happened here, but we are waiting to the upside. We are definitely waiting for this medium swing value pattern. And this is the weekend and Friday liquidity above it. Weekend traders, there is statistics on this. We did weekend traders most of the time, they got stopped out both directions. Why? Because weekend there is no volume. That's the first thing, and it's not much real resistance from the weekend, so market can easily take them out. You can see those traders here. Yes, so if you take out these two highs, there is medium liquidity now to be taken out. Yes, and stop all these people out as well. There will be fuel. After you do this, then you can decide if thanks to Orderflow and other tools like Tradinglite, we will be deciding if we want to enter, if it's good reaction, exhaustive one, and so on. We already got like scalp short here. I already had take profit 1, but this is gonna be like future target, which market is definitely interested in. And we've got the daily naked point of control here with the 4-hour order block. And it's also, this is also medium structure, market structure resistance, and local one, yes, local one is also here. So we don't have market structure here, just little volume, but still the plan is there is good reaction. You stop all these people, they spill out, and in for our order book we'll find the resistance. We'll be watching that. And daily epoch is this one, 14th of April. It's Friday one, yes, and it's looking decent, at least for scalp, yes. So that's the plan for the shorts. Now I can jump a bit, and I want to talk about this post here I made. This is the follow-up to the post I made a long time before, when we actually changed higher time frame market structure. You can stop the video and read about it, yes. But the main summary of that post is, just want to show you visually. Let's go to, maybe we can even go to daily time frame. So you see Bitcoin was trading for 9 months in the, this was the macro range, very massive range. But this move here took us out of that range, and it was showing you main strength for the Bitcoin. Since that moment, I'm really, in the group, I was really telling the group I'm focusing more on the longs to the upside and holding longs for longer. Even swing failure patterns, so liquidity grabs for me, I like to see them more to the downside, yeah, like it happened today. And so I can position long, and my bias is more to the long side until we change some higher time for market structure and so on. So you see, I focus on more liquidity grabs and swing failure patterns to the downside. Scalping both direction, not a problem, that's perfectly fine. I also let my longs run longer than shorts, especially day trade and swing trades. Yes, because statistically they will make more money. This type of environment, people like really, this what happened here. People struggle because you had look what happened here. This took a toll. Like you open interest went down 80% on the move down. So you can assume 80% of traders are already destroyed, which were in leverage. And those who survive, this can actually make massive emotional, like, scars on you, because you are expecting same thing which you were doing for the past year. Even if you were coping with the bear market perfectly fine, you expect Bitcoin to go up so you can short it heavily and you will see big downside. But no, the market changed. This is not we were in the range for the 9 months, but this is like. Okay, it starts to look like bull market, but I would say this is still not bull market. It's the not limbo, but it's the pre-bull market, or it's like the middle ground between bear and bull market. Because for technicals to be bull market, you still need to go a bit higher. We still don't see massive volumes coming from the perpetual, so people are not so FOMOing. This is still like more smart money buying, heavy on the spot markets. You have a lot of clues on this, but yeah, be careful to use old habits. Like you want to short every single rally, and you will get massive rewards. This is changing. I change my be bias. And any opportunity to the downside, medium to high time frame pullbacks, I will be looking to build longs and hold them longer. Yeah, Bitcoin finally is showing some nice strength. Yeah, you need to really separate and understand this. You see, and now also on the short side, if followed, I like to build at least one head short, protecting some of my profits. 30,500 short was, which was running for some time. In the end, it got stopped out. Yeah. So these shorts, their purpose is not even make some massive money. Of course, I take some profit on it, but it's like actually already protecting the value of my Bitcoins and value of my trades. So that's like the main purpose of these shorts. Yes. He was the last one, 30,500, and now I'm holding this one. This one I took 2 profits, so it's perfectly fine. But yes, it's definitely, you want to hold it for longer. Okay, so what are the other notes? So I don't remember the posts fully. I'm more careful with shorting a pussy moves, while yes, this is also important. So when market is doing a new yearly highs on especially like on Bitcoin and also Ethereum, when it's doing, then you can see if you want to short is, you need really strong technical resistance and a good order flow. But yeah, be careful doing that. You need to be really experienced for that. It's much safer for you if you are trader to just wait for the range to be formed, and trading and then becomes a lot easier for you. That's why we are putting a lot of importance in our group to teach new people proper range trading, and because most people in the world struggle with impulsive moves like this one. Yeah, if people shorted too early, they are just wrecked. But there was no technical reason to short this early, and even order flow was looking strong. Yeah, the spot just bought 100 million Bitcoin. Spot is leading here. It's not so weak. The first short, actually local scalp short, was this one, yeah, when we hit the target. So it's more patience in this market as well. It's leverage is out still, and it's more spot driven. Yes, and yes, I have more opportunistic limits orders to the downside on strong technical regions, medium time frame, fine time frame with well-defined risk. Yes, I just have that statistics. I have more limits to the downside than to the upside at the moment. That's this change, because in bear market, I had more limits to the upside, and any good resistance on technical levels were used for the for adding to trades or initiating new position. Now it changed. I actually have strong and better larger limits to the downside, and to the upside my first limits are usually starting away from the price, like 10%. Of course, each limit has own stop loss, so you need to define the risk well. You can easily do that in most brokers. You can define stop loss with your limit, and also yes, so I think I covered these limits. Yeah, and I have alerts. I'm using a lot more alerts to the upside as well. I want to trade it live. Yeah, I don't want to because of course this is good short zone, but you don't want to have limit there. You want to be around and trade it live. So alerts and alerts are important, and market orders with it. So you want to be live trading it. Okay. So what we can expect from another topic for this video. So what we can expect from the Bitcoin where we are right now. So the best way for trader is to be actually for me is to be I'm already positioned both ways. So actually right now when my market is in the middle, I'm hedged. So I love it. I had to take profits from this long now, and I had to take profits from this. So I'll be looking for adding on the pullback. We will be watching definitely another range rotation because we hit target. So you are watching the val here, and to the upside, I already mentioned in the video, this is another area. If you don't hold this area, then it opens road to new yearly highs, and after yearly highs, we are watching this liquidity here. Yes, we are building liquidity, so more than 3 days now. So you'll be watching if you take liquidity and move down, or you take liquidity and continue up, then it's going to show you it's much stronger. And we still have to the upside. So yes, and you see this was the reason this whole area I've got 3-day order blocks and weekly order blocks. I already made their bodies smaller, a lot smaller than they were, but these order blocks were also the primary confluence for the to building day trade and swing short. So they also helped us nicely, and we still have the remaining of the body, so you still look for nice trades in it. Above the high, you focus on the liquidity grabs, but we don't have as much resistance here. So the next level of resistance, at least for the scalp short, is the naked daily here. We can actually take liquidity and reject from this naked daily, so we'll be watching that. Session naked point of control just close to it, and then we have the key level. Let me check what that key level is. Key level. So key levels are very precise points on the charts. Oh yes, this is pretty key level, yeah, because it started. This actually defined our previous range year back. So very, very key level. We'll be watching that for the actions as well. Yes, now we have some swing failure patterns potential here, and we have the massive inefficiency close, which is the yearly view up close. Yeah, so you'll be watching that. Part of the order blocks. This is the 3-month secondary high volume node. So yeah, we already will be entering into the very old range from the 2 years back, and high volume node in it. So potential to have some nice trade here as well. But after you lose this, you see we have locally low volume nodes. We are going into inefficiency. So in this area, I will become very, very defensive, and I will probably not initiate much trades. Yes, so you see, I want to trade this, yes, but I will be defensive here because I have nothing. If I have nothing on my charts, then you know, I'm very careful. Even if I'm good with the counter trade scalps as well. Some VWAP is dropping here, but that is probably, which one is it? Anchor VWAP, right? So where are you from? Oh yeah, this one is also important. So it's possible we will trade this anchor VWAP. The most downtrend anchor VWAPs gave us trade at the first touch. If you know the statistics, then you know what you can expect when you hit the level. So yes, I will be watching that anchor VWAP as well. Let's go zoom out further. And of course, then we have the previous range major swing value pattern. So we will be focusing on yes, if we get swing value pattern there or not, some massive weak and rejection and acceptance back to the range or not. I think I discussed this in the previous video. If we don't do swing value pattern here, then you don't have real resistance. It's like not much resistance until 30, 35, 37. First kind of resistance. This is massive inefficiency which market loves to feel them. So yes, this is going to be very, very important point here, and it can actually accelerate move to the upside if you don't stop. To the downside, more local levels. Let's have a look. Day trading on. This was done. I will be deleting this from the chart. If we lose current low, what we are watching for is definitely there is no support here. You can see from the chart, you need to be really defensive in this area until you hit 25,600 to 21,500. There is not much support here. You need to fill the local volume nodes. Massive single prints here. We have some we have some imbalances here, pretty big ones on the inverse pair. Possible scalp from here. This is golden zone target. So you have only extension targets here. Key level also you will be approaching when you actually arrive at a bit lower under the current lows. You will be approaching, so we already are prepared for this. This range we were trading for some times. For how long? For over 2 weeks, I think. Yes. So from that range we have the market structures. You see my market structures are super precise. You know, support and resistance demand zones are, you know, basic principle you can apply to any asset in the world. You can see that market structure gave, that previous range gave us multiple of them. So we will be watching them to trade them. See multiple of them. The strongest one is this one below. And from AMT, and now if you overlay the market structures, you see also, I like to see that actually. You see you have market structure here, point of control and VAH. So this zone, I will be definitely looking to, you know, to initiate some new positions as well here. Because you will feel the remaining inefficiencies as well. And if market is super bullish, it will actually find support here and heavily bounce. If market is not so, it depends also how you approach level. So you need to apply the order flow and you know how is liquidity and order books. So we will be watching that, of course. But if you hold here, this is gonna be super bullish, and you can expect nice continuation. If you get acceptance back to this range, of course you will be looking for this main point of control here, and another market structure with the val. So that's gonna be another target. If you get acceptance or not, that will decide like further. You see, and we need to know these high volume nodes, because very likely you will get nice trades out of it. So this one is 11 days old. You always mark how old is the high volume node. If it's 1 day or 20 days, that's massive difference. Yes, and this is the main one from the current range. So we'll be watching that. So you have 3 zones to stop. Yes, you'll be watching for each. And be aware of our anchor VWAPs, especially we haven't tested them for some time, but this one is naked for some time already. This one as well. This one is measuring more aggressive uptrend. But you know, even if we take out this range here, yes, the liquidity of this range, we already have the drop would have to happen today because the anchor VWAP is like going up. But you know, I'm watching, this one is the main uptrend anchor VWAP on the medium time frame, so currently at 27,100. Anchor VWAPs are points where, you know, some cheeky limits, you know, can be placed, especially lower, so no financial advice. We have this is the strong order block, which led to, you know, this order block is strong because it led to, after we started pushing, we changed the market structure. So this was the last proper strong order block from a 4-hour time frame when we left the range, so yeah, very important. Let's have a look on extensions a bit. I will go over a few things, you know, in my folders, and that will be the final part of the video. You see, when you take, yeah, you see, we also hit the target overnight. We took out, when you took out this low, you've got it is easy target and the one, and then we hit the 1.5 balance zone as well. If we take out this, high here, then the next extension target from balance zone point of view is 31.86, 31,868. Yeah, so you know. Nice. We are also finding a bit of resistance from our weekly TPO and naked point of control. And to the downside, you see, we are, you know, for very precise entries, we are of course watching this this zone here. This is pretty nice zone. Maybe you will take some liquidity from these lows and then you bounce, but you are watching this, yes. Especially if you get very, very fast week into it, then you don't take out these lows. That would be like the best scenario for you. And I can show you a bit the trap traders. They are an important part of trading. It was a bit less utilized recently because we are pushing so much and you don't even let these people escape, but I can show you. Order flow, support, resistance. This is still valid. You can't believe how many people can actually hold losing trades, and not all. Some people have deep pockets and they will wait out to return back to their entry. So still valid. Just be aware when you lose this range. This move up was super inefficient, so you can actually accelerate the move to the downside. This move up was done by massive breakout longs, so sometimes I'm also marking the breakout traders when they are heavily pushed, when there is not much sellers, yes, in this push up, and it was consisting mostly of the breakout longs. Also many people are greedy. So that's why when you lose this area, it will actually accelerate move to the downside. So you can see very fast move down because it's one-way market, one-way journey. But you will find support very likely into this range where we have massive trap traders still. Yes. 60% shorts. This was 7,000 shorts. An open interest composition here was 60% shorts on Binance. So this is beautiful, and these are the metrics you want to see, and on all exchanges actually. Not on. Sometimes you see trap people mainly on one exchange. Now all exchanges have a lot of trap people. So this range, I expect, we can just range here, or we will do big bounce when you feel the inefficiency here. Stop out all these people and move down into the support areas. And for that, of course, I have another folder, which is this one. Yes, and important to remind you, as we know Bitcoin hates inefficiencies, then we need to turn on from this time frame, this area had massive volume. Yeah? So only from local time frame, we are seeing inefficiency here. So it is possible when we take out these lows, we can actually make range. We can first range here and fill this volume here, and this top of the range and market structures will serve as support. So you will be watching that inefficiency. But also when you lose this range, you still have massive volume gap here. So that's why I was telling you the real support comes from these volume nodes here. But you still need to fill some volume here. So we can actually in future we can find, pull back into that zone, find some nice support in these areas from these market structures and start ranging, and then potentially break up or down. But you will, market will seek to build some volume here. So just be aware of these zones. That's how you are building your plan, just scanning what is happening. But still, the key levels here, this level and its zone, don't take it as precise level, but in between those two levels, it's for high time frame traders, this is gonna be the crucial pullback to hold and potentially head for the new all-time highs. I mean for the yearly highs, yes, because you left the 9-month range and you don't want to return back to it, so you want to hold it at the edge of the range. Yes. These key levels are just brutal. They were given on small time frames like precise reaction. This was also a key level, yeah, because you see why I marked it. Key high time frame level, breakout high. So this was the high which defined breakout from out of the 9-day range. And until my bias was clear, if we don't close below, I'm looking to trade this level. If we start closing, then it will open road for the move to the downside and to the a bit lower pullbacks. So yeah, the green light and the red light on trading is important. Levels, levels and zones unlock other levels. Okay, traders, I think that's it from me for today. I went over a lot of stuff. So you will see me more often, and if you like what you are seeing, you can become good, strong, professional trader and profitable, of course, if you give it enough time. So join our Discord. You can find the link in the description. If you like the video, please like it, and I wish you great trading day. Bye traders.